students, let's continue with our explanation. So we come to a note. An electric bulb used for light, but it also gives out heat. This is not desirable. As I told you earlier, that an electric bulb is used as a source of light. We use the bulb as a source of light, but it gives out a lot of heat. It becomes very hot, okay? And the heat that is given out is not desirable, because for heat we have room heaters. Okay, if we need, we can use room heaters. Room heaters are used for giving us heat, not bulbs, okay? This results in the wastage of energy. This wastage can be reduced by using fluorescent tube lights in case of bulbs. The tube lights that we use, it uses very less amount of electricity compared to normal ordinary bulbs. Okay, and it gives out good amount of light also. So it's better to use tube lights than the normal ordinary glass bulbs. Okay. Compact fluorescent lamps, CFLs also reduce wastage and can be fixed in the ordinary bulb holders. I think you must have seen CFLs. Nowadays CFLs are only used everywhere. Okay, now LEDs have also come up now. Okay, so before LEDs, CFLs were used, and CFLs, they use a very less amount of energy. So it will reduce wastage and it can be used, in place of the ordinary bulbs. Okay. However, before buying bulbs or tubes or CFLs, look for the ISI mark of the Bureau of Indian Standards. Very, very important. ISI. Okay, there is a mark. You will find that in every electric appliances. You will even find them in pressure cookers. You will find them in heaters. Okay. Also, you will find them in CFLs. So, better you search for the ISI mark. ISI stands for Bureau of Indian Standards. Okay, Bureau of Indian Standards. And this mark, if it is there, that will assure the safety of your electric appliance. That means the electric appliances are made with great care. It will not burst or it will not cause you any accidents. Okay, as far as possible. Sometimes it may happen. Okay, that is okay, but still you see for the ISI mark, that will give you the original thing, not the duplicate one. Okay, like while you buy gold, you search for the hallmark, isn't it? Hallmark is a mark in the gold jewelry that actually tells you the purity of gold. That means only gold is used, not any other element. Little bit of copper or bronze is used in gold, but that gold that is used is pure gold. It is not any other element. Okay. So similarly, when you look for the ISI mark in bulbs or tubes, so that assures you that it is of a good quality, it will last you long, and this is the original, equipment. This is not duplicate. Okay. In fact, before buying any electric appliances, look for this mark. The ISI mark ensures that the appliance is safe and wastage of energy is minimum. Okay, that means you will not waste lots of electricity while you are lighting the bulb or you are lighting the tube light. Okay. Okay. So next we come to the electric fuse. Okay, very, very important. Wires made from some special materials melt quickly and break when large electric currents are passed through them. These wires are used for making electric fuses. Now, fuse is such a wire that should break easily. That means that should break first before the circuit breaks, because fuse is a wire which is placed in the beginning of the circuit. Okay, it is placed where you have your electric mains. Okay, everyone has electric mains at your home. So near your electric mains, you have the electric fuse wire. So suppose lots of current is flowing or there is an overflow of current, fuse will melt and break first, because fuse is a very short wire, about 2 centimeters, very, very short. Okay. So if it breaks, you will not have any loss. Okay, you will have minimum loss. That means a little amount of money you pay, replace the fuse. But if your circuit breaks, okay, then what is going to happen? You have to spend a lot of energy. You have to repair the whole wiring of your house. You have to spend a lot of money. Okay, so that is why fuse wire should be made of such materials that melts and breaks easily. Okay, just the current flows a bit high from the normal level, it should melt and break. Okay, then your whole wiring is saved. Otherwise, your whole wiring will be on fire. Okay. In all buildings, Fuses are inserted in all electric circuits. There is a maximum limit on the current which can safely flow through a circuit. So you will find fuses everywhere where there are electric circuits. Okay, so mainly it is there in your mains, it is near your mains. Okay, and whenever you have small circuits, so at the starting of the circuits you have fuses. Okay, so that it will melt and break easily, and if the current exceeds the maximum limit, it will not melt and break just like that. Okay, suppose there is a maximum limit on the current which flows. Suppose 220 volt is the maximum limit of current that flows through the circuit. So if the current is suppose 230 volts or suppose 235 volt, then the fuse will melt and break. Okay, current will of course blow off because there will be a gap in the circuit, but still you can replace the fuse wire at a very minimum cost and your circuit is saved. Okay, so if by accident the current exceeds this safe limit, the wires may become overheated and may cause fire. So to prevent this, fuses are installed. Okay, so that because the current will start flowing through the fuse wire only. Fuse wire will be at the starting point. So it will start flowing from the fuse wire. So when the current flows very high, then the fuse wire will only melt first. So there will be gap in the circuit. Your whole wiring is saved. Okay, is it clear? Right. So this is the diagram of a fuse. You can see this is the fuse used in any electric appliance. So in every appliance also there is a fuse. Like in iron you have a fuse, in geyser you have a fuse, everywhere in all the electric appliance. So there will be a glass tube like this. These two are the metal caps and this is the wire inside the glass tube. So once the current flows at a very high limit, this wire will melt and break. Okay, so you just have to replace this little bit of wire. So it's a very low cost thing. But if the fuse is not there, your whole electric iron will be damaged. It may blow off, okay, or it may blast. So if it happens, what will happen? You have to spend a lot of money in buying an electric iron, plus you have to repair the wiring of your house. Okay, so these are the fuses that are used in electric appliances. See, this is the actual diagram. This is the fuse wire. These are the metal caps. This is the glass vessel. Inside you have this fuse wire. Okay, and this is the fuse wire. Fuse, I think this you must have seen. Okay, so this is there in near the vanes of some houses, but nowadays fuses are not used. You will come to know what is used now. Okay, but earlier these types of fuses were used. I think some of the houses you might have fuses like this near the mains, main electric supply of your house. Okay, so this is also some type of fuses that are used in electric appliances. Okay, so if a proper fuse is there in the circuit, it will blow off and break the circuit. A fuse is thus a safety device. Very, very important. The fuse is a safety device. It will protect your circuit. Okay, which prevents damage to the electric circuit and possible fires, because the current will start flowing from the fuse. Okay, so if the current is exceeding the maximum limit, the fuse will melt and break. Okay, and your whole wiring is saved. Okay, so that is why it is a safety device. Caution, never try to investigate an electric fuse connected to the main circuit of your own. So now I am explaining you about the fuse. Some of you might go down, okay, where your main electric wiring is there and check whether fuses are there or not. You may touch it. Please don't do that. Okay, it is not advisable that you operate things on your own. You are not an electrician. Okay. You may, however, visit an electric repair shop and compare the burnt out fuse with the new ones. This you can do. Suppose you have an electric repair shop near your house, you can check how the burnt out fuses look like, how the wire breaks, and how a good fuse looks like. So you may go and check there with your parents. Okay, that can be done, but please don't go and investigate things in your home on your own, because if you do that, you might get an electric shock and it might even be very difficult to save you if the current is very high that goes through your body. Okay, so please be very, very important. Careful. Please don't do that. Okay, so these things are very important and you need to follow these things. Okay, so we'll continue with the explanation in the next class. Thank you all of you and have a nice day.